Oh, good Lord, people, I'm having a what the fuck moment. But there are different what the fuck moments. There's a what the fuck moment that is funny, okay? Like as in you see something that is so fucking ridiculous that it's funny, okay? And then there's the what the fuck as in surprise, shock, horror moment, so there's many what the fuck moments, all right? Israel Defense Ministry launches COVID-19 voice test for Americans. Oh, this is good. A company formed at the behest of the Israeli Ministry of Defense has begun collecting voice data from Americans to detect COVID-19 symptoms through technology with dubious diagnostic value but highly profitable applications in law enforcement. Looky, looky. Do you know this bug is, really, this has got to be the deadliest bug since Earth was created, all right? It morphed into just being coughed, splattered, whatever, to now being able to literally attack every hole you have in your body. There is a cure for that. Before I go on to the article, there is a cure for that. I suggest you all stock up on, instead of toilet paper and food, you need to go out and you need to stock up on a shitload of fucking tampons, okay? Tampons. Stick them into every hole that you have in your body, okay? So that this bug doesn't crawl in there, okay? This fucker seems to be crawling on everything, up everything, in everything. It's now in your voice. It affects your voice. Like, come on, people. If you're not going to stand up and stop this bullshit, like I said, go to your supermarket right now, invest in a shitload of fucking tampons. Do you know what I mean? Because this has gone from stupid to beyond stupid to ridiculous to fucking pathetic to just off the fucking charts insanity. If you cannot see that this has nothing to do with any kind of bug, this is all tracking, tracing, they are collecting people's fucking, oh my God, like, your fucking voice, are you serious? The Australian Minister of Defence has launched a project to analyse people's voices and breathing patterns using artificial intelligence in order to determine if they have COVID-19. The software allegedly listens for detectable signs of distress. Oh my God! Ostensibly from the respiratory effects of the virus. A May 27 report in the Jerusalem Post stated that the research was already being conducted at several hospitals in Israel, where confirmed COVID-19 patients were asked to provide voice samples to be compared to those of a control group from the general population. I just don't even know what to fucking say. Where is humanity? Where is everybody? Am I the only fucker that is seeing that this shit is just all messed up on a fucking global scale? Results from the research were expected sometime in June. However, the study has now been expanded beyond Israel's borders. Hello. Over 1 million voice recordings are currently being collected in the United States through a mobile app developed by Massachusetts-based Vocalist Health under the auspices of the Israeli government. While growth in the biomarker sector is strong, the applications of voice biomarker technology lean heavily towards surveillance, and language passing, as opposed to diagnostic applications, which are virtually non-existent at the moment. If this isn't all about tracing and tracking and everything that I've been saying to you people, I don't know what the fuck is. You know, there ain't no motherfucking bitch-ass bug. There is a fucking flu that affects certain people more than it does others. This is just way you scream for freedom, and this is all shoved in your fucking face, and yet society does nothing. We still go back to some people wearing fucking masks. Don't skip the mask. It does nothing for you. I suggest tampons. Tampons, people. You get the small size, stuff them up your nose and your ears, every fucking hole in your body. Guys, as far as you go, it'll be a little bit hard, but maybe if you get some KY jelly or some Vaseline or something, it'll help you out. But yeah, every hole, people, every fucking hole. Forget the toilet paper, forget the masks, all right? Let's continue. Oh, and did anybody know about this fucking app? Is it on your phone already? You might want to check that. Thousands of police departments across the United States, for instance, use a voice recognition technology called Dragon Law Enforcement, developed by Nuance Communications. This same company has established a strong presence in the healthcare sector as well. In 2018, Nuance partnered with the healthcare software giant Epic Systems, which is said to hold 2/3 of medical records in the US. And its Dragon medical speech recognition software is used by 500,000 clinicians throughout the country. Epic and Nuance Communications are only a few of several companies lurching, I don't know if that's supposed to be lurching into the freshly minted coronavirus tech marketplace, along with at least 150 Israeli startups that began working on ideas relating to COVID-19 back in 2019, maybe under the guise of healthcare. But their value as a medical diagnostic tool looks certain to be outweighed by its broader applications. Hang on, let me go up. Where are pre-crime law enforcement technologies that are now proliferating across the United States and the world. Founded just weeks after US intelligence agencies alerted the Israeli government about the threat posed by the novel coronavirus in November 2019, the company was formed from the merger of two Israeli tech companies, Beyond Verbal and Healthy Mice. Israeli life science venture found Amoon raised the initial $9 million capital for the new company, which focuses on developing artificial intelligence and voice analysis applications for the health sector. Vocalist Health CEO Tal Wendero said he decided to make a $1.1 million exit from his medical robotics company, Corindus, in 2019 and pursue opportunities in health, voice, and AI after realizing the untapped sense of the human body presented him with a very good opportunity. The COVID-19 voice study, initiated by the Israeli Minister of Defense and actualized by Vocalist Health, will seek 100,000 volunteers to conduct the research, which is slated for completion by December 1st, with an anticipated product release by the beginning of 2021. Oh, good God. Mass tracking COVI-PASS immunity passports slated to roll out in 15 countries. Are you looking at that? Will determine whether you can go to a restaurant if you need a medical test or are due for a talking to by authority. Oh my God! Let me read this again. COVI-PASS will determine whether you can go to a restaurant if you need a medical test or are due for a talking to by authorities. In a post-COVID world, consent is voluntary, but enforcement will be compulsory. Bill Gates' COVI-PASS, COVID-19 Digital Health Passport, Privacy Surveillance Tracking. Oh my God. Stay seated, people. Like I said, run for the tampons. Do it now. Do it now, because once I post this video, that's it. It's going to be all over. There will be none left in the store. Vocalist Health's AI enabled research of the voice recordings in order to triage, screen and monitor COVID-19 virus. Will utilise a platform developed by Neuralex Laboratories Inc. called the Voicem Studies, the world's largest clinical study to collect voice information labelled with health traits, according to their Indiegogo campaign. Eventually, Vocalist intends to use this technology as a population health screening tool that could be applied to vast quantities of data collected from call centres or devices. Have I not been saying, people, that this is all about tracing and tracking and facial recognition? Now you got the voice bullshit. Wakey, wakey. Neuralex founder and CEO Jim Schubel claims voice biomarker technology is analogous to genetic code and can use machine learning models on speech features to infer health conditions. While voice biomarkers have been used to aid in the diagnosis of neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and others, which may manifest in voice patterns, the scientific validity of these being of any use in diagnosing specific viral infections is still an open question. Along with finger tapping speed, sleep movements, and walking, it is one of the forms of digital biomarkers under investigation in this nascent area of scientific inquiry, and as Neuralex's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Husseini Gomi, noted in 2019, the field of digital biomarkers is still very fragmented because there are no standards for voice recording or an organizing force. There is a lot more on here, people. The high-tech profiling of Native Americans under COVID-19 could be headed your way. As a racial profiling scandal unfolds in a New Mexico hospital targeting Native American mothers, the same principles of racial discrimination dominate the emerging technological surveillance landscape. COVID-19, digital contact tracing, facial recognition, Native American privacy. I don't know, people. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The product, which will eventually result from the study in January of 2021, according to their developed timeline, is supposed to alert about early symptoms and monitoring at home by only using a smartphone. Keep that bitch next to you. Don't fucking move without your smartphone. You know? Don't move without your fucking smartphone. Download all them motherfucking apps that they're giving you. Okay? Notifying authorities who can then implement the requisite measures based on unproven technology. Oh my God. These are just, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. Later, people.